Law enforcement officials say the man charged in the attack on an Arkansas military recruitment office may have been scouting other targets. They also say they cannot rule out additional suspects. Private William Long was gunned down Sunday. Another soldier was wounded in the shooting. Muslim convert Abdullah Muhammad has pleaded not guilty in state court. The assault came just one day after an attack in a Kansas church that has received far more attention. Just a few hours after abortion doctor George Tiller was murdered in his Kansas church Sunday morning, President Obama, through his staff at the White House, released a statement saying he was shocked and outraged at the murder, adding, quote, "However profound our differences as Americans over difficult issues such as abortion, they cannot be resolved by heinous acts of violence." Condemnations of Tiller's killing soon flowed from liberal and conservative lawmakers, pro-life and pro-choice groups. Even the group Operation Rescue, which organized a blockade of Tiller's office in the early 90s, issued a statement, quote, "We denounce vigilantism and the cowardly act that took place this morning." In Washington, the U.S. Marshals Service said after Tiller's shooting, Attorney General Eric Holder ordered the marshals to, quote, "increase security for a number of individuals and facilities," although officials provided no specifics. In the media, Tiller's murder was a top story for almost 3 days. Several liberal analysts blamed pro-life groups for inciting the murder. In contrast, there has been relatively little coverage about the killing of Army Private William Long and the wounding of Private Quinton Ezeguala outside the recruiting center in Little Rock, despite the fact that the alleged shooter was a convert to Islam who police say probably had political and religious motives for the attack. There has been no call by Attorney General Holder to increase security at Army recruiting centers around the country, even though recruiting centers and military facilities have been targeted for attack numerous times over the last 5 years. And as of 5 p.m. Wednesday, 55 hours after the Little Rock killing, there has been no statement released from President Obama, from White House officials, from Defense Secretary Gates, or from Attorney General Holder. Tuesday, President Obama introduced his nominee to be Secretary of the Army, without mention of the attack on Army soldiers inside the U.S., no condemnation, and no condolences to the family of Private Long.
As Secretary of the Army, he will ensure that our soldiers are trained and equipped to meet the full spectrum of challenges and threats of our time.
Conservative media analyst Bret Baier says the different responses come down to politics.
And politics dictated that they be outspoken on the murder of Dr. Tiller, but be silent when an American servicemen are gunned down.
We asked White House officials why there hasn't been an official statement on the Arkansas shooting, and we were told that one was in the works tonight. But as of this airing, the airing of this piece, a statement had not been released. However, White House officials pointed to a statement that apparently was released to Arkansas media outlets that were requesting response. There was a statement for the Arkansas television stations, but not an official statement as of